Hello and welcome to our video on ways to protect your wallet from inflation. Inflation is a reality that we all have to face, and it can have a significant impact on our finances over time. However, there are steps we can take to protect ourselves and minimize the impact of inflation on our wallets. In this video, we'll explore some effective ways to safeguard our finances against inflation. 1. Invest in assets that hold their value during inflation. One of the most effective ways to protect your wallet from inflation is to invest in assets that are known to hold their value during inflation. One such asset is gold. Gold has been a store of value for centuries, and its price tends to rise during periods of inflation. Real estate is another asset that can hold its value during inflation, particularly if it is located in a desirable area with strong demand. Commodities like oil and agricultural products are also known to be inflation-resistant investments. In addition to these assets, there are other investment options that can be effective in protecting against inflation. For example, investing in infrastructure projects, such as toll roads, bridges, and airports, can be a good way to protect against inflation. These types of investments are often backed by government contracts, which can provide a stable source of income even during inflationary periods. 2. Invest in stocks that perform well during inflation. Another way to protect your wallet from inflation is to invest in stocks that have a history of performing well during inflationary periods. Companies that produce consumer staples like food, household items, and personal care products tend to be less affected by inflation, since these are items that people need regardless of the economic conditions. Healthcare companies and utility companies are also good examples of industries that are less vulnerable to inflation. Another investment option to consider is real estate investment trusts, REITs. REITs invest in a portfolio of properties, such as apartments, office buildings, and shopping centers. These types of investments tend to perform well during inflation, as the rental income generated by the properties can increase along with inflation. 3. Invest in foreign currencies. Investing in foreign currencies is another way to protect your wallet from inflation. Some currencies are known to hold their value during inflationary periods. For example, the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen are often considered safe haven currencies. If you're considering investing in foreign currencies, it's important to do your research and understand the risks and potential rewards involved. Another option to consider is investing in emerging market currencies. These currencies are often undervalued compared to major currencies like the US dollar, which can provide an opportunity for significant returns. However, investing in emerging market currencies can also be risky, so it's important to have a diversified portfolio and to consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. 4. Ensure your emergency fund is adequately funded. Having an emergency fund is crucial for protecting your finances during difficult times, including periods of inflation. If your expenses increase due to inflation, having a well-funded emergency fund can help you cover your expenses without having to dip into your long-term savings or investments. Experts recommend having at least 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses saved in an emergency fund. In addition to having an emergency fund, it's also important to consider having a diversified portfolio of investments. By spreading your investments across different asset classes, you can minimize your risk and protect your finances against market fluctuations and inflation. 5. Consider investing in Treasury inflation-protected securities, TIPS. Treasury inflation-protected securities, TIPS, are a type of bond that is specifically designed to protect against inflation. The value of TIPS is adjusted based on changes in the Consumer Price Index, which is a measure of inflation. This means that if inflation goes up, the value of your TIPS will increase as well. TIPS can provide a reliable source of income during inflationary periods, making them a popular investment choice for many investors. TIPS can be purchased directly from the U.S. Treasury or through a broker. One thing to keep in mind is that TIPS have a fixed interest rate, which means that if inflation rises, the real return on your investment may decrease. 6. Reduce debt and high interest payments. Another way to protect your wallet from inflation is to reduce your debt and high interest payments. When inflation rises, the cost of borrowing increases as well, which can make it more difficult to pay off high interest debt. To protect your finances, it's important to pay off any high-interest debt as soon as possible. Consider refinancing your existing loans at a lower interest rate. By refinancing, you can reduce your monthly payments and free up more cash for savings or investments. It's also a good idea to avoid taking on new debt during inflationary periods, as the cost of borrowing may be higher than normal. 7. Diversify your income sources. Diversifying your income sources can also help protect your wallet from inflation. If your income is tied to a single source, such as your job, you may be vulnerable to the effects of inflation. Consider diversifying your income sources by starting a side business or investing in rental properties. By diversifying your income sources, you can protect yourself from the impact of inflation on any one source of income. This can provide you with more financial stability and peace of mind during periods of economic uncertainty. 8. Stay informed about inflation trends. Staying informed about inflation trends is crucial for protecting your wallet from inflation. You can do this by keeping up with economic news, monitoring inflation indicators like the Consumer Price Index, and consulting with a financial advisor. By staying informed, you can make informed decisions about your investments and adjust your strategy as needed to protect your finances. Inflation is a reality that we all have to face, but there are steps we can take to protect ourselves and our finances. By investing in assets that hold their value during inflation, diversifying our investments, ensuring our emergency fund is adequately funded, and reducing debt and high interest payments, we can safeguard our wallets from inflationary pressures. It's important to consult with a financial advisor and do your research before making any investment decisions. With the right strategies in place, we can protect our finances and build a secure financial future. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more great content. Also share your comments below, we'd love to hear from you. See you in my next video.